YO Radio in United Kingdom. Yes, we're back again on another exciting journey, another exciting moment, another exciting and educative program right here on AYO Radio, United Kingdom, London to be precise. Now, another program that is coming on to you now is what everyone has been waiting for. Everyone is actually locked on now worldwide. We're global now, we're global. Yes, it's the one and the only King Alero, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so honored to present to you Impact with King Alero on AYO Radio, United Kingdom. Please stay tuned and don't touch the dial.
Hi people, good afternoon. How you all doing? Yes. This is another favorite edition of Impact with King Alero on AYO Radio UK, where we talk about different issues affecting children, adults, general people. And everything we talk about is promoting good values, good morals, making sure you are abreast of what is happening in your society. That is what Impact with King Alero does to you. And apart from apart from that, I need you to understand that it's educative, entertaining, and informative. But today we have a wonderful topic we will be discussing, and that is planning. Planning, what do you understand by planning? What do you need to do? You need to be ready, proud before time. That's the meaning. You need to always put things in place. You need to dot your I's anytime you're doing things. You need to have clarity of whatever you're doing. You need to prepare yourself ahead of the future. You don't jump into things without you making inquiries or checking, what is going to be happening in the future, what will happen later on. Why don't you just plan and lay your bed properly before you start doing things? Planning is actually vast. It's not something that you can just wake up in the morning and start rushing out somewhere without having plans. But sometimes emergency could allow you to do that. So for you to avoid emergencies, which I know is unavoidable, you need to start having what? Planning down. And I need you to understand that there are a whole lot to you having what you call planning. When you say planning, if you fail to plan, that means you're planning to fail. So things in life, especially the situation of the country now, you need to start planning for your children. Even before you say, you're a youth or you want to get married or something, you need to plan where the children will stay. You need to rent a home or you buy. You need to have a job you're doing. You need to start planning, I want to have 2 children, 3 children, 4 children. You understand? So everything in this life has to do with planning. For students or children resuming school, you need to start planning what you want to achieve. Okay, do you want to have A stars? Do you want to have B's? Do you want to have C's? This is the time you need to start planning. We know some schools have resumed and some haven't resumed for the new session. So now, children, if you're listening to me, I need to start making sure that you need to start learning your personal reading, set your personal timetable, start putting your things into your bag. Your uniforms are ready, your socks, you need to start learning how to wake up early. So planning applies in different aspects. Going to adults and all, before you go for an interview, you need to study, you need to read, you need to plan. You can't just jump into an interview without you, say you want to research about the company, you want to know something about the company or something. You must always do what? You must always plan about a particular situation. You must always study so that you will not fail. Because if you say that, you perform magic, you read all the reading and all of that, it's not what I think is right. Without you reading and say, God will help me, then you pray. No way. Even God says you walk and pray. You cannot plan and say that, I will take it, I will do it, I will do that. It's not possible.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we do apologize about the interruption. Let's due to technical fault. Let's start again.
Hi people, good afternoon. How you all doing? Yes. This is another favorite edition of Impact with King Alero on AYO Radio UK, where we talk about different issues affecting children, adults, general people. And everything we talk about is promoting good values, good morals, making sure you are abreast of what is happening in your society. That is what Impact with King Alero does to you. And apart from you to you, I mean, and apart from that, I need you to understand that it's educative, entertaining, and informative. But today we have a wonderful topic we will be discussing, and that is planning, planning, planning. Planning, what do you understand by planning? What do you need to do? You need to be ready, proud before time. That's the meaning. You need to always put things in place. You need to dot your I's anytime you're doing things. You need to have clarity of whatever you're doing. You need to prepare yourself ahead of the future. You don't jump into things without you making inquiries or checking, oh, what is going to be happening in the future, what will happen later on. Oh, why don't you just plan and lay your bed properly before you start doing things? Planning, planning, planning. Planning is actually vast. It's not something that you can just wake up in the morning and start rushing out somewhere without having plans. But sometimes emergency could allow you to do that. So for you to avoid emergencies, which I know is unavoidable, you need to start having what? Planning, planning, planning down. And I need you to understand that there are a whole lot to you having what you call planning. When you say planning, if you fail to plan, that means you're planning to fail. So things in life, especially the situation of the country now, you need to start planning for your children. Even before you say, oh, you're a youth or you want to get married or something, you need to plan where the children will stay. You need to rent a home or you buy. You need to have a job you're doing. You need to start planning, oh, I want to have 2 children, 3 children, 4 children. You understand? So everything in this life has to do with planning. For students or children resuming school, you need to start planning what you want to achieve. Okay, do you want to have A stars? Do you want to have B's? Do you want to have C's? This is the time you need to start planning. We know some schools have resumed and some haven't resumed for the new session. So now, children, if you're listening to me, I need to start making sure that you need to start learning your personal reading, set your personal timetable, start putting your things into your bag. Your uniforms are ready, your socks. You need to start learning how to wake up early. So planning applies in different aspects. Going to adults and all, before you go for an interview, you need to study, you need to read, you need to plan. You can't just jump into an interview without you, saying you want to research about the company, you want to know something about the company or something. You must always do what? You must always plan about a particular situation. You must always study so that you will not fail. Because if you say that, oh, you perform magic, you read all the reading and all of that, it's not what I think is right. Without you reading and say, oh, God will help me, then you pray. No way. Even God says you walk and pray. You cannot plan and say that, oh, I will take it, I will do it, I will do that. It's not possible. So that is the key thing I need you to realize. Because without that, there is what? We have issues. And apart from that, you also need to realize that when you have some key issues, before the issues prop up, that means you have failed to plan at some point. Do you get it? When you can't say that, oh, you have a huge amount of money and you don't have anything to do with it, you just want to lavish them anyhow. You need to plan how you spend, plan what you, we know Bible says that, oh, the food has been prepared for us, don't worry about tomorrow. But economy of life says that you should do what? You should prepare, you should plan. Because you can't have just food on your table and without you working for it. A lazy man will never see food to eat. It also applies to females too. So if you feel that you can always have everything at your beck and call, I disagree with you. And that is why Impact with King Alero is here to give you everything you need to know. Because the key thing about planning is, I said it in my podcast, that when you fail to plan, that means you are planning to fail. I usually use that for myself. So I want you to apply that to everything you do, because at the end of the day, it's either you realize that you are missing it somewhere, or you are not getting it right, or you are not laying your bed appropriately. Because what you sow, you will reap. So if you're saying that you don't want to plan, you just want to jump into life, take life the way it comes. Yes, you take life the way it comes, but the key thing is, it's going to bother you. It's going to read in the future. So that is the key thing I keep telling people, that there is nothing you will get without you sweating for. Anything you get without you sweating for is either you find yourself not managing it properly, or even if you manage it properly, there's still going to be what? Issues at some point. So always plan before you do what? Before you say you want to execute something. That's why you see that there's always an event planner somewhere before even the manager comes in. So they would have been planning the event for like maybe a year ago for maybe a very big exhibition of a week or something, or even a festival. So that is why your planning is for what? Scheduling of meetings. Your planning for making your meetings go well. Okay, knowing that, oh, for a program of events, there must be this at the beginning. Sometimes from program of events, we start with an opening prayer. It moves to the welcoming address. It moves to the minute of the last meeting. It depends on the kind of event. So also applies to you planning your lessons for a particular one, for a particular class. A lecturer cannot just come into class without him or her just doing what? Preparing for that class. So today I will deeply be talking about planning. DJ Ali will call me live so that I can continue to speak with you on planning. Why do I want to come live? I want to hear people's views. I want to get their feedback. I want to answer their questions. And I also want to buttress points on different life issues affecting them. And that is what Impact with King Alero is all about. So people, I need you to stay tuned as I will be right back as my wonderful DJ Ali will actually ring me. And apart from that, I need you to know that Impact with King Alero is a program for all. It's not just a program for people to just say, oh, this is it. I just want to listen because I'm bored. It's not just because you are bored. I want you to always learn something and use it anytime you are having what? You are listening, to my program. I need to touch people's life. That is my aim. That is my objective. It's not something that is an issue. So I need you to take note of that. So what do you understand by planning? Planning is the process of making plans for something. That's, for example, maybe mass production method called for detailed planning. You understand? If you want to prepare something, it calls for detailed planning. It also has to do with what arrangements. It has to do with what setting a design, your forethought, your drafting, working out, your groundwork, your setting up of something. So when you're planning something, planning should be done at every bit. And it should be enjoyable. It shouldn't be something that will do what? That will be making you to have issues or you're always frowning. And it's also having a good control of the project. So if you're planning something, just know that that thing is like a project in your life. So you need to plan. For example, you have architects and all, and you know they need to have their framework, their drawings. It could be 2D, it could be 3D, and even interior designers also have that, because the 3D drawing actually gives them a forethought of what they want to achieve. So that's the key thing that planning must always have. Your organization is very compulsory. And aside that, you need to be thorough, paying attention to details, very, very mandatory. So if you don't pay attention to details, you can't achieve an effective planning. So planning is actually a process of thinking about the activities required to achieve a desired goal. So there is a desired goal that you want to achieve. It involves the creation and maintenance of a plan, such as psychological aspects that require conceptual skills. So there is always something you want to achieve for whatever thing that you're planning. What are the things that you must put in place anytime you are actually making a plan? The things you must put in place are very important. Even in business, your personal life, if you pick all these things I want to tell you together, you will have a very good planning. So a basic management function, your management function is very important when it has to do with what? Effective planning. A basic management function involving formulation of one or more detailed plans to achieve optimum balance of needs or demands with the available resources. So no matter how little your resources are, you must always do what? Learn to achieve optimum balance out of it by good management, what? Management skills. So you need to take note of that. So the planning process, one, you need to identify your goals or objectives. You need to identify your goals or objectives for you to achieve it. You need to now formulate the strategy. What do I mean by that? You need to plan how you want to execute it. Oh, how do you want to build the house? Okay, you first of all go get a land. From there, you look at the land. Hope it's not the one that is flogged with water or something, waterlogged or something. What kind of land? What do you want to do on that land? So you need to start planning that thing. Okay, what kind of building do you want to do? A 3-story or something? Or what do you want to do? What kind of foundation? Because what you want to build will determine the kind of foundation you want to lay on the land. So the strategy at which you want to execute it, what kind of materials do you want to use on that particular land? But it's good you use quality materials to get what? Quality output of whatever you want to achieve. Then another aspect is arranging or creating the means required. And also implementing the directives and also monitoring all the steps. So proper monitoring after planning is important. So that is where management also comes in. If you don't monitor properly, you will not be able to do what? Get an effective output after your hard work of labor of planning very. So you need to take note of that. The management in place, that's the authority of that particular project. So planning appropriately in all you do is important. So when you fail to plan, that means you are planning to do what? To fail. So children resuming for school, you need to start planning how you want to make your A's, be ahead of your teacher. Your scheme of work must be complete. Then your timetable must always be with you. Paste your timetable at the side of your bed too as well. Make sure that you are always on point. You are always listening in class. You are not distracting other students. And you're always making sure that you go home to study. Even after a class, you are ahead of the teacher. You don't understand something, you go back to ask your teacher, which is very what? Important. So even in the office as a manager, you need to set your priorities right. Even in the business world, you need to have your hierarchy. It helps you. Who are you submitting to? Who are you to ask to do this or that? You must know your staff management skills too as a boss to help you execute and achieve your own plans. So it's very important. So I've been talking about planning on impact with King Alero. On AYL Radio UK, there are a whole lot we talk about. We try to touch lives. We also try to make sure that people are on point. For free guidance and counseling, all you need to do is just to call Alero King on +234 8180 959363 +234 8180 959363, and I'll buttress my point. And you can also go on my social media platform, Alero King, ALEROKING, ALEROKING. I need you to understand that every organization has certain objectives or target. It keeps working hard to fulfill these goals. So planning helps an organization to achieve their aims. So if there's an organization and you are not working towards achieving your aim, there is an issue. So that's the major reason why you must always do what? You must always strive and work towards achieving your aims or goals. So that's what Alero King has for you today on AYL Radio UK. So I'll be waiting to hear from my listeners to also get their feedback and also participate in this program. I'm always happy when I actually see you viewing, sharing, liking my page. I want to say thank you to the people who is doing all this for us. Without my fans, my program won't be on air. So thank you so much, people. You've been wonderful on Impact with King Alero. And Impact with King Alero, as in usually recommend people for good values and also make sure that we are on point with you. For free guidance and counseling, don't forget to call +234 8180 959363 +234 8180 959363. Yes, I want to say thank you once again. DJ Ali, I'll be expecting your call as I would love to speak with my wonderful listeners and let them bring out different issues affecting them in different aspects. I'm here to talk to them as a life coach, as a professional educationist. I'm always happy to give my work of volunteering and community service to people out there. Take care, and I expect your feedback. Talk to you soon. Bye, people.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure you've enjoyed every aspect of this program and with King Alero to sharp proper. Yes, so she's an educationist and she's now joining us via video link, ladies and gentlemen. Hi, King.
Wow.
Hi, King.
Nice to be with you all. Hello, Tijali.
How are you today?
Wow, happy Sunday. I'm
Happy
well, and
Sunday.
you?
Yeah, it's great. It's great. Did you go to church today?
Um, yes, I did. I did. I came in not quite long, and it's really a sunny one today. I'm so happy it's sunny.
Oh, wow.
So
It's sunny in
how's the weather
London as
over there?
well. It's sunny here,
It's
but
sunny in London.
yeah, but it's still a little bit
That's good.
chilly. Yeah, it's cold in the studio at the moment. So I don't know.
Hope the studio. Hope you had your coffee.
Oh, always. Cheers. Cheers, lovely
Cheers.
jubbly. I'm always having my coffee here, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes, boss.
thank you so much for the program. Unfortunately, we won't be able to talk for that very long because I have a
Okay.
very,
Today we'll
very,
be talking of planning.
yeah,
Impact
it's all
with
about
Galera.
planning. Yeah, today is a very
Yeah.
interesting topic as well. What prompted you to
Okay,
actually
boss. I can
choose?
hear you loud and clear. Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, please.
Okay,
I can
what
hear you.
actually prompted you to choosing this topic about planning? Do you think the whole society
Okay.
is lack of planning?
Part of it. Yes, part of planning. It's part of it. It's part of it. Okay, what prompted me to picking this topic? Number one is this. The first thing is children are always my first concern. So they will be resuming school. Some will be resuming school next week. My school has actually resumed, and some students will be resuming upper week.
Yeah.
But all the same, so if we make the children start planning for what they want to achieve at the end of this first term, starting from now guidance, just work adults, good performance, and also strategies of executing how they can actually achieve their A stars in different subjects and overall results. That's the first thing that prompted me to choosing the topic planning. Then I also brought it down to even adults planning, parents, guidance, not also planning their own personal life before getting involved in some basic activities in life. That's marital, financial, their social life as well. Good understanding of not planning is bad. So when you have an understanding of planning, helps you to achieve different things in life. Also affecting the government as well. So when they are actually having this failure of good and effective planning, also adding an effective strategy to achieve their plans. Like now you see them, they are going around now campaigning and all of that. All they are saying now, do they have it down? Are they writing it down? And even if they are writing it down, because it's not like a custom, like a good education, materials, equipment. And at the end of the day, when they get into power, most of them, first of all, try to achieve the money they've spent during the campaign. And after that, they now start looking at the amenities that they are supposed to look first. So that's why I said setting priorities right as an adult is very important. So those are the key things, and we shouldn't just go there, cast our votes on what is not, because of the peanut they give some less privileged right now, bag of rice, see them giving them fabrics and printing all their names and pictures on it. I don't know. I'm not just in the school of thought of politics, even if it's rules, because even when we talk, you tend to get that. They don't even put it into what practice. And they just do what is in their mind. Before getting on that seat, they already have what they want to do. So it's just left for responsible adults to use their brain and know what is right for them. So planning from your family is key. That's what prompted me.
Right. Well explained. Well explained. And also, some people are very terrible in planning. And I know that you are a very, very good planner because you also have an organization for event planning as well. Tell us more about that
Yes,
first.
please.
Tell us more about that.
Okay. Oh, thank you for this opportunity, DJ Ali. Okay. I'm an event planner and I'm the CEO of Berry Blossom Events and Styles, an outfit that actually makes sure that all your events are planned appropriately and effectively without stress. We actually create what you have in your mind. We bring them into reality with the use of 3D what? 3D drawings. So before you say you want to have an exhibition, we already have the 3D drawing for you. We come to explain how, oh, this particular entrance will be having a reception at this right. You see it in the planning as well. So we have our architects working on that. And aside that, when you have a framework of something, you will be able to do what to execute it. So when we are on site working, that is, we have pre-planning, planning, and post-planning. So pre-planning is where you have the 3D drawing. Pre-planning is where you go and with the use of our 3D drawing, we are able to achieve your events appropriately. So that's one key thing that Berry Blossom Events and Styles actually do. And we have a particular aspect of Berry Blossom, which is events and styles, designs, and what? Impact. So impact is the educational part that I do, whereby I come out to volunteer for different activities like the one I'm doing now. It's actually powered by Berry Blossom Impact. So whereby I give out to the society, to the community by giving knowledge from my own perspective for free and impacting and touching people's lives. So the designs is basically when you have your interior design, you want to change your office into a very open office, a flexible office, you can actually have that. Like your kitchen, like Jali planning to have one kitchen, an open kitchen, and he's going to be having his living room right there and all. So we can actually help you change the surface of your office to a very comfortable place, not like a packed up place and choky place that is worse. So Berry Blossom Events and Styles puts a smile on your face. Creativity, dynamics, we are actually dynamic in anything we do, and we are innovative. Thank you. So just pop in. All you need to do is just to call me. Affordable and quality.
And for people who are interested in calling you, right, to plan their event and their office, what is the number to call?
Okay, the number to call to reach us is +234 8180 959363. +234 8180 959363. And you can send us an email, berryblossom@gmail.com. berryblossom@gmail.com. And I'll spell that out. BerryBlossomEvents. That's in Lagos, Nigeria, on the mainland, Akoka to be precise. So number 4 Awufala Street, that's where we are. So just call me. We are flexible. We'll come meet you anywhere you are. And it's actually an open office. So feel free to contact us and we will be glad to work with you and deliver at your own time, pace, and make you smile. It's not only social events, official events as well. It's open. Just know that 20 people meeting in a place, it's an event. So no event is too small or too big. We are ready to serve you. Even if you want vendors or you want ushers, you want people to, even if it's just a party, your barbecue, your smoothies, your cocktail, anything you want that has to do with events, education, styles, designs, just call Berry Blossom. We'll be there for you. And we train people. We train people on events, planning and management. So it's a very good service. Just come. Same number, +234 8180 95.
Okay, and I can confirm that you are actually planning our event, which is on the 20th of October 2018. So we are looking forward to
Yeah.
having this event. Now, finally, I think we are having poor connection. I don't know if you can hear me. Okay, you can hear me. All right. So, finally, some people are very good planners, yeah, and some people are not. They are just terrible. People plan their day. Some people even go out without even checking. In the UK, you can actually check what time is the bus going to be at the bus stop. You can check everything you want to do. You can check how long your journey is going to be. That is part of planning. But some people are terrible in that. Some people going out, they take 1 hour to plan their journey. Why some people just take things, they don't really care. Could it be something that is God-given? And those people who are so rubbish at planning, how can they learn how to be an effective planner?
Okay, thank you very much, Didiali. Number one thing is discipline. So if you cannot discipline yourself to obeying rules and regulation of timing for yourself, that is where the disappointment comes in. So you need to discipline yourself. Oh, this time my alarm is on, I need to be up, and I have to. So that's why you must always be with a diary. And your phones, it's now very technical now. Technology has helped us. There's an alarm, there's something to remind you, there's a reminder. So if you can work on discipline, even sometimes no one is perfect. Do you understand? You would have said something at this particular time and you realize that, oh, your health couldn't take it and you slept off. So the key thing is you need to discipline yourself. That's the first thing. 2, obey your timing rules. 2. 3, do not concur to people saying that, oh, this is the way we do it. Let us carry on. Oh, it's African time. Oh, this is it. Oh, they won't be there. Job, let me waste their time, or let me waste. No, time is money. Time should be respected. Some people obey a whole lot of management staff because they keep to their time. So if you can work on keeping to your time and making sure that you don't follow the crowd to say, oh, they are not being the first to be there. You could even get awarded. You don't know who is watching. Even if nobody's watching, just make it a principle that I want to learn to do what? To keep to time.
There's poor connection, ladies and gentlemen.
Others are following. So from there, there's poor connection.
Yes, we got you back. We got you back.
Yeah, so discipline is key. Respecting yourself to obey rules and regulations that you set for yourself is 2. 3, placing your priorities right. So if they call you to collect billions somewhere, will you delay? It's not because it's your work you need to delay. So I'm also teaching myself that's what I'm telling people too. So you need to work on yourself so you can actually keep to time. You won't have a problem planning effectively. Also taking note of those little things you sweep under the carpet. Your diary, hold it, always write down. It's not until you have a personal assistant before you can keep to time. You work on yourself first, your personal assistant will follow suit. That's what I believe. So putting your pen and paper and confirming that this is what I want, this is what I want. Anyone that comes in, let there be a sanction for that person. So when number 1 takes a sanction, number 2 takes a sanction, it will help you plan effectively. So that's my own piece of the cake, people, on Impact with King Alero. I'm going to be talking about planning.
Thank you ever so much. Thank you ever so much for joining us live on AYO Radio UK. We have a question from your number 1 fan. It's a surprise fan. You'll be shocked when you hear the name of this fan. Why are you looking like that? Why are you looking like that? So
I'm always happy when my fans want to talk to me.
Yeah, it's your number 1 fan. Yeah. Well, when you see this fan and when you have you got a good heart? Can you hold this? Because you got a good heart. Because you're going to faint. First of all, this fan is asking you a question. He said, is the event open for all? Is it free or we need to buy tickets? Answer that question.
Okay, number 1, the event is actually open for all and it is free, is actually going to be happening live and direct at 8 Ball Lounge, Ikeja, beside ICM. That's very close, to ShopRite, the popular name and all. So it's really going to be free.
Oh, yeah.
It is open for all at a particular time, and we are even going about our general meeting. And you see our presenters being awarded, courtesy AYO Radio UK, Long Leg Media, DJ Ali Journalist, and our board of directors. They are the one doing it. Our #1 charity radio station, AYO Radio UK, is bringing it down here in Nigeria. So it's free. So please, you can come. Only for the people that are participating for the talent.
Okay, I think we have to call it.
Paying a particular player.
Okay, now your #1 fan, are you ready?
Okay.
And the question is from, can you see the screen? Can you see the screen?
Yeah, I can't wait.
Can you see the screen? Can you see the screen? It's your other half. It's your other half, Laurel King. It's your other half, Laurel King. I knew it. I knew it. Surprise, surprise. You see? You got #1 fan right there. Who is your other half, Laurel King? Yeah, I like him. I like him. He caught you red-handed. Red-handed. Surprise, surprise. You have a lovely day. Okay, you are in front, he's inside. Yeah. He's your #1 fan. He loves your program. Yeah.
My kids too, they're always cooperating. They're always giving me the silence so I can record.
He's the
That's
best.
why I love them
Yeah,
so much.
he's the best. Thank you so much to the King family for the cooperation. Okay, now you can round up. We need to go.
Okay, yes, thank you, people. Thanks for being part of the program today. It's still AYO Radio UK. Impact with King Alero was really a wonderful one. And we want to say thank you to everyone. Please keep sending the messages. Go to my AYO Radio UK page, Instagram. Vote for King Alero as your best presenter, best show Impact with King Alero, and best manager. And I will be so glad. See you October 20th at 8 Ball Lounge. Love you all. Take care. I sign out now. Peace. Have a fruitful week. Bye.
Thank you so much, King Alero. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching and listening to Impact with King Alero, your favorite girl, yes. Slay Mama, our PR, Tosha Proper. Trust me. Yes, she's very, very, so entertaining, educative. She's always giving us the best. You have to pay attention when she's talking because Oyinbo, like Yoruba people will say, she speaks English. No be English or like proper English grammar. Even me, if I have to put dictionary in front of me anytime my program is on. Where's my dictionary, Seb? Yeah, I think I left it under the carpet today. Yes, so ladies and gentlemen, every week on AYO radio station, United Kingdom, and we thank everyone and keep listening. We are now switching back to TuneIn Radio, where you will be listening to lots of our program 24/7. TuneIn Radio, and make sure you follow us. Thank you all and have a blessed day. Have a good Sunday. We love you all from the bottom of our heart. See ya.